asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya avir maedhi rudra yatte dakshinang mukham te namang pahi nityam te namang pahi nityam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality, and evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. Welcome to the Shanti Gita, the song of peace. So we have finished chapter 1 last time. So today we will start chapter 2, verse 1. Now, in the last verse of the first chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna advised Arjuna in the verse number 46, the last verse, that shokang tarati chatmagga, atmagga, those who are the knowers of the truth, knowers of the self, the shokang tarati, they overcome grief, any type of grief they overcome because that cannot touch them. And Suti Vakyang Vinishchinu, this is not I am saying. Our scriptures, Upanishads are also declaring that. Ataha, therefore, Prajatnato Vidwan, now you are a wise person and you are grief-stricken. You want to cross over the sufferings of grief and bereavement. Therefore, ataha, therefore, prajatnato, try your best, make your best effort. Viddhi, atmanam, best effort to know your own self, self-knowledge. That is the only cure. There is no other medicine to cure this disease of bereavement and suffering and pleasure and pain, this duality in which we roam around. There is no other solution to get out of it. Only one is this, that it will be atma-jnana. Knowing the self, then we will cross. Because not knowing the self, we are misidentifying ourselves with my body, my mind, which is not me. As is not my house, as is not my car. So as not my body, my mind, but I have wrongly identified. So you want to, because of that identification, I am feeling I am lost, I am losing something, I am gaining something. All these are your mental creation. Therefore, don't roam around into this thought. Know yourself, day and night, prajatno. Prakishta rupena jatna. Jatna means effort. Prakishta rupena means the best possible way you can. Just emphasize totally your whole purpose of life to knowing the self. If you know the self, live wherever you like, it matters little, you will not be grief-stricken. Now, that is the background. And now the second chapter. Arjuna now says. Arjuna said, Mano buddhi indriyadinam, Mano buddhi indriyadinam, Ya atma nahi gocharaha, Ya atma nahi gocharaha, Sakathang labhyate Krishna, Sakathang labhyate Krishna, tadbruhi, 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 yadunandana, Jadunandana. So, once more. Mano buddhindriyadinam, mano buddhindriyadinam, jo atma nahi gocharaha, jo atma nahi gocharaha, sakathang labhyate Krishna, sakathang labhyate Krishna, tadbruhi jadunandana, tadbruhi Yadunandana. Oh Yadunandana, Nandana means the son of the Jodu clan. You are born in the Jodu clan. So you tell me, oh Krishna, you are the son of Yadu, Jadavas, it was milk. What do you call milk? Cows, they are major thing and they are a territory of huge cows. So that's the king of here, Jadunandana. So Tadbruhi, then tell me that one. What? You are asking Manobuddhindriyadinang jo atma, jo atma, that self, which is nahi gochara, is not within the realm of perception. Of what? Mano, mind cannot grasp it, mind cannot catch it. Buddhi, how much your intelligence you apply, it is infinite. Your buddhi cannot catch it. Indriyo, senses, of course, eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear. Our smell, touch, taste, they are insufficient. So, that Atma, katham labhyate. How can I get it? You are giving an absurd proposition. Proposition is that which is capable of grasping through my senses. I can see that. Achha, not physically I cannot. Okay, I can, my mind, I can mentally think, this is this, this is this. Mind cannot fathom the infinite Brahman, Atman. In the buddhi, analyze. Not this, but it is intellectual understanding. How the intellect? Neither the mind, nor the buddhi, nor the indriya. It is not. It cannot, anything in these tools are not sufficient, strong, to catch the glimpse of the Atman. Then, sakathang labhyate, then how can it be realized? How can it be understood? Because the Upanishad says that what? Na chakshusha grijyate na pibacha nannair devai tapasha karmana va. Upanishad declares, neither by the eyes cannot see the Atman, Vakka, by the speech, you cannot express it. That means eyes, ears, and all other sense organs through which we interact in the world. We perceive things, we experience things. But these tools are insufficient there. It is not working there. Huh? If you want to measure the distance of this here to, say, the nearest galaxy, will you take a foot scale? Take 1 foot scale and try to measure the distance. It's impossible. It's not. You have to take the scale of what? Light year. Huh? Speed of light. So these are the yardsticks there that you can compare something. But these are my tools through which I perceive the world, and that's why I know myself like this. But how can then you say that which is not to be grijyate, cannot be accepted by the eyes, not by the vacha, no annair devai. Anna means other, deva means gods. But here gods means those sense organs which reveal the truth. Touch, I can understand something by touch. Smell, I can understand something. So these are all the 5 senses, they are called that by that, na tapasa. I have heard in the Upanishad says, The tapasa, by austerity, you cannot realize God. Our Holy Mother also said, God cannot be, God is not a commodity that you can get it by doing japa or doing tapasa. It is, no? So by tapasa also, Upanishad is saying, by tapasa, you do austerity for years and years and years. But you cannot get that, the tapasa. Karmana, but any karma you do, by no karma you can do. Therefore, how can it be understood? I am incapable, I have no other tool. So please tell me, please teach me. So that is the verse where it starts. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Now Sri Krishna, in response to this great question, which is the question of all of us, that how can we realize that God who is infinite, who is beyond time, space, is beyond the ken of my senses of eyes, ears, etc. How can I then see that? How can I feel that? How can I experience that? It is impossible. Here comes the question. Your eyes will not be sufficient to do that. You know. Then you have to analyze who is the seer. Go to that. So, Sri Bhagavan, means Krishna, says, Atma oti sukshma rupatvat, Atma oti sukshma rupatvat, buddhyadinam agocharaha, buddhyadinam agocharaha, labhyate vedavakyena, labhyate vedavakyena, cha acharya anugrahena vai, cha acharya anugrahena vai. Atma ati sukshma rupatvat, Atma ati sukshma rupatvat, buddhyadinam agocharaha, buddhyadinam agocharaha, labhyate vedavakyena, vedavakyena cha acharya anugrahena vai, cha acharya anugrahena vai. So he says, Krishna says, yes, Atma is not like your table, chair, the air, water, fire. It is not like that. Oti sukshma. It is not only fine, subtle, very subtle. Oti sukshma rupatvat. Because of his nature is extremely subtle. That's why it is buddhi adinam, your buddhi, intellect, your mind you are talking about, your senses you are talking about, agocharo, it cannot fathom that. This being fine, see, to see fine thing you need finer instrument. To see gross thing you need gross instrument. So you are seeing the gross universe of name and form, as is Maya is producing this. So your eyes are designed to see the gross only. But how can we expect to see through these eyes what is to be seen through telescope, through microscope? You cannot do that. You need another tool. What is that tool? There's a pure mind. You have a mind. That mind gives you the concept of this, what you see, the physical universe. But to see that, you have to finer mind, subtler mind, purer mind, purer understanding, purer intellect. And then Thakur said, Ramakrishna said, if your mind is pure, then your buddhi is pure, and then your senses will be also pure then. Then you will have a premier sharir. You will generate a divine body, love body. This body is a gross. But in it there will be created a divine body. And through that there will be a divine eye. Through that eye you can see. Ramakrishna's body, apparently the outer body. But when he has the vision and things, he is not working through the body. He enters into the subtle body, finer body, finer eyes. That's why he sees, he's talking to mother, Ma, will you not eat? Ma, Rakhal is saying like that, oh, Naren is telling that all my vision is all confusion. And mother says, no, no, no. So what is that talk? Is it gross? Suppose I am talking, you are hearing. If Ramakrishna was talking like that, we hear that he is talking like that, one-sided talk, like a telephone call. You are hearing the receiver side, what he is talking, you know. What the other person is talking, you don't know. So, but Ramakrishna is connecting both ways. So, it needs subtle eye, subtle mind, subtle body to have visions. And then another purer mind, where mind will be no mind. Then you will understand what is atman. Stages, no? So this says, Atma ati sukshma rupatvat, Atma being extremely subtle, buddhi adi nam agocharo. It is not within the realm or perception of buddhi, mind, intellect, senses. It is not. Labhyate. How do you get it? These are the tools, but how do I get it? Vedavakyena. Listen to the Vedavakya. What is the Vedavakya? The words of the Vedas. What is the Vedas' words? Mahavakya. Upanishad says, thou art that. Only Vedavakyena. You have to trust on that, I am that. How I am that? Then you analyze what is that. That process will come. And also, don't you think that you only read the book and you will get. But acharya anugrahayena boi. By the grace of your teacher, Guru. Because in early days, all this knowledge was with the Gurus. And they have realized people, and they transferred that knowledge to their disciple. So, why he will transfer you unless you are obedient to him or unless he feels he is a right student? So, to the right student, he gives the knowledge. So that's why by Acharya Anugraha. So it says, O Krishna, son of Jadu dynasty, kindly tell me how the self, who is not within the realm of the mind, intellect and sense organs, can be experienced. That was the question. Now Bhagavan says, due to its extremely subtle nature, the Atman is not perceptible to the intellect, etc., mind and senses, etc. It can surely be realized. How? Through the dictums of the Vedas and the grace of the teacher, that the Guru. Very simple formula. That means Vedanta sadhana is very simple. Day and night you analyze. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that, I am that, I am that. Swamiji talked about, there is a sadhu who used to practice Vedanta. What is that? He used to say, so aham, I am that. So aham, so aham, so aham. And he got successful. How? When one day a tiger was caught his neck, that sadhu, and going to eat him. The sadhu is telling in the jaws of the death, so aham, so aham, so aham. So it is established in that knowledge.
But we have heard that if you are really established in that level, even the ferocious animal come to you, they become quite calm, they forget about the killing kind of thing.
Maybe,
Why didn't happen?
maybe so. All do not do that. Say Ramakrishna is such an exalted spiritual giant. Many Calcutta Babus came and they could not sit there for 2 minutes. They went out and to get fresh air. So, Ramakrishna is powerless then. You should have certain, among animals, there is a quality of animals. Among them there is tamaso, there is rajaso, there is sattva. Thus you should have some element with you, otherwise how can it occur? So, Sri Bhagavan says Atman is very subtle, extremely subtle. The Atman is not perceptible to the intellect mind. It can surely be realized, but you don't think that it cannot be realized is not the point. It can be. But how? Through the dictums of Vedas and the grace of the teacher. Mind, intellect, and the sense organs, you have to see that Atma is subtle. That's why it is beyond the perception of these small tools to measure. Mind, intellect, senses, they are all objects. Who sees that? He is the Sakshi. Sakshi means witness. Witness consciousness. So you observe. No, I say, I saw the chair. There's somebody other than my eyes in me. This is an instrument. But somebody in me is there. You say, I saw the chair. So they go to the witness. Somebody is, you do not know who is that. But start there. Eyes are seeing, but the object is seen. There is a subject who is the witnesser. And that is the witness consciousness. That is our real self. And the witness and knower of everything. That means there is in me someone who is the witness and knower of everything. He knows only. Anything comes in the physical level, my eyes, ears, whatever message they bring it, there is somebody in me as a witness or knower. And he also reveals that the inner witness is such, it is not dull or dark, no? It's self-luminous. That's why whatever message comes from that side, it illumines. Suppose there is something in this room, someone brings one basket full of flowers. Yes, that is an object brought into the house. But he who sees needs a light. It is a separate light, and I am something in our physical world. But in the spiritual world, there is a witness, and he is luminous. He is luminous. That's why we meditate in the heart. God, the luminous God. God is effulgent God. Therefore, but these objects cannot illumine me. But the luminosity is inside me, which is witness consciousness. It has the power. It has the light. And that is reflected outside. That's why Atman is self-luminous. It is of the knowledge, the nature of awareness. Whatever you know, even don't know. You say, I do not know. That's also needed to put a light. You say, oh, do you see somebody came in this way and oh, I don't know. I don't know, I know. Both case, there should be somebody who is conscious entity. If there is no consciousness, you cannot say. I do not know. That's why the good argument is this. When you go to deep sleep, you say, oh, I was fast asleep. I do not know anything. When you called, or when the rain came, or when the little shaking earthquake happened, I didn't know anything. That means you say, I do not know anything, meaning you know that you do not know. Do not know becomes a subject, and you become object, and you become the subject. That's a very important point. Not that whatever we see, feel, that is only lighted by the witness consciousness. What I do not know, that is also lighted by the witness consciousness. Therefore, because it is not the objects of created by intellect and ego, etc., therefore you cannot know through those tools. It is because atman is not covered by anything, and atman is the self, so no one can cover the atman. So everything is the witness, be the witness of this object, subject, object, subject, object, subject, and go on analyzing like this, then you will reach somewhere. That is the mahavakyas, the great dictum. Veda, the Vedas declare this thing. And how Vedas declares, entire Vedas, so many words, but your guru will then help you, teach you how you will analyze this Vedantic truth. That's why teacher is necessary. Ramakrishna said, in the scripture there are mixture, salt and sugar. Both are mixed together. Salt, right, sand. Sand and sugar. Sand, you can easily separate out if you put water and the sugar melts, where the sand not, then you can separate out. Therefore, what is the essence? What is the sugar part of the scripture? That is this analysis, that you are the witness, analyze, everything is this subject, object, subject, object, subject, object. And you are the eternal subject. Go, analyze like that. Until go on to certain point where you cannot go further. And that is the atman. So that was the first advice, simple advice, that you go to a acharya, your teacher, find a teacher, and Vedavakyas. You have to believe. That's why you have to, every spiritual organization or institution have said, our guru, our teacher is this, Ramakrishna. Christianity, Christ, Bible. That is the Vedavakyas, whatever is said. Muslims will say Quran, whatever is said there, that's the final word of God. So you cannot do anything, change anything. So Vedavakyas, but Ramakrishna said, in the Vedavakyas there will be many things which is not for you. What is congenial for you, your teacher will decide, this is for you. Depending on, suppose a student went there to the guru and he cannot understand higher Vedanta philosophy or anything. He will tell him, do some karma yoga, do the preliminary work, karma kanda, and purify your heart, and get some purification. And at certain point when you are purified, then you will understand. That's why we hear these stories now. The God and the king of God, Indra, and the king of demons, Vritra, both went to Guru and said, Sir, I have read in the scripture that Tarati Shokam Atmavit. I have heard that Atmavid, those who know the same thing, our subject. Tarati, they cross, overcome. Shokam, bereavement, suffering. Atmavid, only if they know Atman. That is the subject today. Tarati Shokam Atmavid. So please tell us about Atman. Student went. And then what happened? Then Guru said, oh, you want to know that? Go. Go to the seclusion and do austerities. Don't eat, fast. Think of God. Do whatever. And then purify. Come after 32 years. 33 years. Anyhow. Some long years. Even saying anything, he is sending him to 33 years austerity. And then after they came back, and then, oh sir, we have come back. He has beard and all matted lock, body was dust and dirt full. No? And, oh, you look like, shave, come tomorrow after taking good nap, eat well, go to take a shower and shave and size and then clean yourself. Come after tomorrow or day after, anyhow. So then they came and the Guru took them to those days probably there was no Belgium glass. Belgium was not there, so Belgium glass was not there. So he took both the disciple to the lake. And lake, of course, lake water is very clean water. So then he said, hey, look at that. First day, he also took them to the lake. And see, who are you? Saw them dirty, all matted lock, beard and nails and dirt all over the body, emaciated. They say, okay, go and save and clean and eat well, have a good nap, good sleep, then come back. Then he said, see, what is that? He pointed out then. How did you see? Yes, I saw. Then the Guru said, Esha atma apahatapatma bi shoko bi jaro bi mrittu. Upanishad says, then Rishi says, Guru said, Esha atma. This is your Atma. If we point it out like that, this is your Atma, which is apahatapatma, who is bereft of all sin. Apahatapatma. Bi shoka, bi jara, bi mrittu. There is no shoka, bereavement. There is no death, bi mrittu. Bi jara, there is no old age. Bas, this is the advice. And go. He didn't say anything, go or anything. He said, this is Yesotatma. And the Britra, the king of the demons, he was very happy. But Guru has said, what is your Atma? He has pointed out to the body. Which body? Not matted lock, not bearded, not dirty. Clean, saved, with food, with nurturing, and making it nicer. And that is pointing out, this is your Atma. So Gurudev has told me, the teacher has told me, maintain your body. Keep it well, fed, sleep well, eat well, enjoy. Both, he understood that. And he saluted the Guru and went back to his kingdom with a beating of the drum. He started saying, wow, I went to Guru and Guru taught me, Eshato Atma, hey, this is Atma. What else is Atma? This is the Atma. Apahatapatma, hey, dirt, this, that, all gone. Only nurture it, feed it. This is the Charvak Darshan, the philosophy of the worldly minded. This world is everything, eat, sleep, drink well.
But that's that's how the demons, they discover so many medicines and everything.
That's why they focused on the body. Because they focused on the body, so how to make it longer, live longer? In early Vedic literature you will find that they have prepared many herbal things, very new discoveries. To enjoy life means what? All the amenities. They have to be...
The whole engineering department, medical sciences, all applied sciences are under the control of demonic.
Because they focused on that. They focused on that. Their total energy has been given to that. How travel can be made easy. They Vimana. Vimana means aircraft. Different names, almost the same name. So they are to comfort the body, to prepare such nice home, nice food, cutlery, this, that. Everything has been perfected in that way. Health, to live longer, to do some surgery and surgical science and medical science, as you said, different branches of science they developed for how to live long with fun and joy. That's all. And then Indra, he has little much subtle element in him. He thought that the teacher told me, but how come? He was also going back to his kingdom. But he said, no, I didn't understand. Because he pointed out to the body. Am I the body? Body will be old. Body will die. How it will be aja, bijaro, bishoka, bimittu? It will die, means it will mrittu. Bishoka, bijara, jara, old age. Old age will come to the body, not maybe you may have after. See, nowadays, old age is how much? After 50, you can start, not old age. Up to 50, 60 is youth. No? After crossing 60, you may say, hey, he's becoming a little older. 70, 80, 90, then it's and Jara, yes, old age. Old age is when? Now he is now 80. That's why he is sick more. So, you can think that, but it will die one day. Then he thought, and then after thinking, he came back to Guru. And Guru could have given all the teachings together. See, that's why Guru, Acharya, real Acharyas, they give as the student's capacity. Otherwise, at the one time here, what has happened even now, everyone knows I am Atman, I am Brahman and Samadhi and Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So most of the people, even young boys, say 17, 18, 19, they think they have got Brahma Jnana and they have got all the knowledge and everything because it's so easy and logical. So we know everything. But no, that's why gurus were very tight in those days. He will open the palm little by little. Okay? And then Indra then came back. Halfway he was going back to his kingdom. He came back and saluted and said, Sir, please tell me, I didn't understand probably. He said that body, this is Atman. This cannot be Atman. Then he said, okay. Then you go, do austerity again. 33 years. Baba, 33 years. Again he started doing. Again the same episode happened. And then he said, Guru is telling, Yeshato Atma. Guru is saying one word again and again. This is your Atman, which is bereft of all blemishes and things. And then again he understood, no, my Guru is talking about body is perishable, but the prana is inner, that is much longer. Prana survives. It transforms one body to another. The prana remains the same. So probably my Gurudev is telling, prana is the Atman. First he thought body is the Atman. He nullified that understanding by austerity and Guru's instruction, not saying directly, because they are the kings of gods and goddesses. No. So they have special element of and buddhi. So he need not have to say, hey, witness consciousness, this, that, don't talk too much. So with the minimum talk, they are getting the lesson. So that's the way he understood. Prana is also limited. Prana is also sometimes prana, one person is strong, one person is weak. Prana is strong, prana is less. So prana has also ups and downs. How can I be prana? Then you understood again, went back, again did austerity, like that again came back, again going. So then he understood, I am the mind. Then he said, how can the mind be atman? Then he understood buddhi, intellect. How can buddhi be? How ego? How can ego be like that? Then he understood, I am the atman, witness consciousness. All these things are within the realm of Maya. So Guru is a guiding factor there. These are ideal Guru. So with the indication, they are teaching. But students like us, they have to say so many things. Till I will not understand. So that's why Acharya Anugraha, grace of Guru is very much important. Because Guru gracefully then teach us how to analyze and how to reach the truth directly. So the second verse says like that. Then third verse we are reading. Mahavakya vicharena, Mahavakya vicharena, Guru padishta margataha, Guru padishta margataha, Shishya gunabhishampanno, Shishya gunabhishampanno, Labheta shuddha manasaha, Labheta shuddha manasaha. Again. Mahavakya vicharena, Mahavakya vicharena, Guru upadishta margataha, Guru upadishta margataha, Shishya gunabhishampanno, Shishya gunabhishampanno, Labheta shuddha manasaha, Labheta Shuddha Manasaha. Now, Mahavakya Vicharana. Now, Guru will normally teaches the essence of the whole Vedas is Mahavakya. Maha means great, Vakya means word. Ordinary Vakya, ordinary words. Maha means great, grand. Grand word. What is the grand word? 4 Mahavakyas are there. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Tat Tamasi. You are that. That supreme consciousness. I am Atma Brahma. This Atman here is Brahman. Praganam Brahma. When knowledge is Brahman. And sometimes they say Sarvam Kallidam Brahma. The 5th one. They call sometimes 5th Mahavakya. What 4th? These are the 4. Sarvam Kallidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman.
But they say like that Sarvam Kallidam Brahma because it's only defining Brahman. But Mahavakya must have this Atman and Brahman both.
And that's why 4 Mahavakyas, that is the traditional. In some places they use this also. But anyhow, that's not the point. To understand is the point. So it is said that Mahavakya vicharena. Now you have to say, I am that. I am that. What does it mean? I am that? You are Brahman? You are this tiny guy? Hey, one dog can jump over you and you can cry and weep and fall down. You are saying, I am Brahman, I am infinite. What type of nonsense you are talking? Now Guru will tell, nay, here what is I mean what? And that means what? That is called vichara, analysis of the great dictum, the great magnificent word, aham. Analyze what does it mean by aham. And Brahma, what is that? And osmi. I am is osmi. How do you link together? And this and that will be together then. So mahavakya vicharana, by deliberating on the great dictums, deliberating on great dictums you cannot do yourself. You will be confused. So therefore you are to Guru Upadishta Margataha. Marga means the road. As directed by the Guru. Guru Upadesh. Guru gives us advice. In the line of the advice of the Guru, you have to think yourself. I cannot be this, I am that, because Guru has said, Guru has experienced, or Guru is practicing for so many years, he has conviction, more than me. So let us take his conviction and how he was taught by his Guru. So lineage is coming. So Guru Upadishta Bhakkata. Not whimsically, you cannot think yourself, because you will be confused. Your understanding is not clear, so we have to go, therefore we have to go to Guru. Through that Guru Marga, to the path of instruction given by Guru, Shishya, the student, Guno Abhishampanna means endowed with good character. To understand this high philosophy, a student should be competent. So you can go to less teacher when you are in a lower class. But when you are studying graduation or master's degree, you need a good teacher, highly qualified teacher. All are teachers. We respect everyone. But, Aham Brahmasmi, to teach, you need a good teacher, higher teacher. Of course, all are, for everyone, even the first, when you go to the KG school, there is a teacher, no? The KG school teacher may not be as wise as the university professor, but he is a teacher. But this is needed for that student. A university professor will be not good, very good to teach a KG boy, KG girl. Because they have no so much dhoirjo or patience to teach a child like that, talk to him, smile at him and do something. So that's why Udhikara. There is the Guno Abhishampanna. The student should be right type of student. Like Vivekananda like student, went to Ramakrishna like teacher. And in one stroke, he got it. Tutapuri like teacher, came to Ramakrishna to teach. And within 3 days, boom, done. So, Guno Abhishampanna. So Guru may be good, that's Shishya if not fit. That's why you'll find one Guru, the same Guru, and so many disciples. Someone is making good progress in spiritual life. Someone remaining the same dull idiot. No progress at all. Why? It's a capacity, no? But Guru has given, that's the grace has already come. If one can do practice, it will be clear. So, instructed by the Guru, Guno Vishampannam, Labhet Shuddha Manasa, should attain. Attain this quality, being Shuddha Manasa. Their mind becoming Shuddha, pure. By this process, Guru instruction is given, and one will have to follow the path and analyze. School teachers, they give only heavy. Now everyone says, oh my God, there is so much home task. Home task is forever, is there forever. When we are children, we have to give so many calculations you have to do. Tomorrow you come and you have to prepare all these results, no? And now also same thing goes on. In good school you go, they will give you so much to home task, homework. So Guru only says, hey, do this few. And one sample math he will be doing, and then now 20, bring this 20 ready tomorrow. So student will have to work hard. Shishya guna abhishampan. That's why Shishya should have the quality. That story. Guru or Shishya. So one boy came to the teacher, and he first came and he wanted to join the student, to be a student to the teacher. He started inquiring. I said, what is the duty of a student? What to do? What am I? I am a student. What am I to do? And he said, you are a student, you will have to work hard. You have to get up in the morning, then you have to chant mantras, you have to take a shower, and do practice meditation, etc., etc. As soon as it is done, you have to make ready for breakfast, and all this, so much dough, you will have to make the dough, make the chapati, and then potato curry and this and that, and you will have to serve the Guru, you will have to serve the people, and then after that, then you will have to study a little bit, then go to the forest, bring the firewood for cooking, and then you have to cook, and then all this limitless work. And then he asked, what is the duty of a Guru, teacher? And a Guru will sit and give advice. So the student, then the boy said, then sir, make me first Guru. Make me first Guru, because Shishya is too much work. So the point is that Shishya work is much more. Guru has done all those things, that's why he has come to that state. People don't see, we see Raja Maharaja. And when you read Eternal Companion, Brahmananda Maharaja. When Brahmananda Maharaj in the upcoming, how much austerity they did. How Vivekananda can do this. How Vivekananda, day and night, how they struggle. Oh, Swami Latu Maharaj, he is uneducated, but he is a Brahman. Okay, how Latu Maharaj spend his day every day?
No sleep.
Huh? No sleep all night, japa, and then...
She needs to work for mother, a lot of work.
Whatever. After that is which stage. So that also to understand. Everyone can do that.
No, when he was young.
Understand, everyone can do. You should have the metal in you. Simplicity was there, past life's karma was there. But anyhow, I am talking about whatever they did, tremendous labor, tremendous sacrifice, tremendous spiritual practices behind it. So students should have to be aware of that. That's why this verse says, by deliberating on the great dictum and by following the path as instructed by the Guru, the pure-minded disciple who is endowed with noble qualities should attain that atman. That means you have to be pure-minded, you have to be following the instruction of the Guru and practice all these things, so that what has been read in the Vedas, you have to do that. Any question?
Only one.
Acha. Tale, now fourth verse I finished, at least 4 verses. Ekartha bodhakang vede, ekartha bodhakang vede, mahavakya chatushtayam, mahavakya chatushtayam, tattamasi gurur bhaktrat, tattamasi gurur bhaktrat, shrutva siddhim avapnuyat, shrutva siddhim avapnuyat. Ekartha bodhakang vede, ekartha bodhakang vede, mahavakya chatushtayam, mahavakya chatushtayam, tattamasi gurur bhaktrat, tattamasi Gurur bhaktat shrutva siddhim avapnuyat. Shrutva siddhim avapnuyat. Krishna says, ekartha bodhakam. One meaning is indicated in the Veda. We have said 4 mahavakyas in the Vedas, in the 4 Vedas, 4 mahavakyas. One from Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda. One entire Veda, one mahavakya, great dictum. One great dictum. So all the great dictums, ekartho, it indicates to one. One is what? Brahman. Satchidananda. So there are 4 great dictums of the Vedas. They indicating the same meaning. All the 4 Vedas, thou art that, I am that, knowledge is Brahman, and what is that? Pragyana tattvamasi, aham brahmasmi, pragyanam brahma, and ayam atman. This atman is nothing but Brahman. This atman is Brahman. They say all these 4, though 4, it indicates one meaning. And you have to understand, you have to listen from the Guru. Tattvamasi Gurur Bhaktat. Having listened from the mouth, Guru's mouth. That means Guru had to utter this. That's why when you get sannyas, then the Guru gives the mantra. It is written here, it will not do. But this mantra should come from your Guru. Guru Bhaktat, having listened to the dictum, Tattvamasi, thou art that. From the mouth of the Guru, what will happen? Siddhim avapnuyat, one will attain perfection, one will attain fulfillment. So, that means your Guru will teach you that all the 4 dictums you hear, you need not have to practice 4. Because 4 indicate one meaning, ultimately, that is the Brahman, and that Brahman is only there, and that you are. So, you have to understand that from Guru's mukhat, from the mouth of the Guru, or from the statement of the Guru, to listen from the dictum, thou art that, from the mouth of the Guru. You have to Guru Mukhi Vidya. That's why Vedanta is Guru Mukhi. That's why very important in the music world also. You should have some lineage. Similarly, you have to listen Aham Brahmasmi. See, we are reading Aham Brahmasmi. Then why you need to go to a guru to do all these rituals to have this same mantra? This is not mantra. This is, we are talking about that to analyze. But for your own spiritual practice, you have to go a guru and prostrate before him and get his blessings. And if he fits you fit, then he will give this mantra. Because he has practiced that, that is the potential power, energy that enters into you. And you have to practice. That is the last verse we see. Prajatnato. It should be done very carefully, very sincerely. So we end here today. And we'll start from verse number 5 next day. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Okay. Now, any question? Okay, now the question is how can I get real devotion for Sri Ramakrishna? Yeah, Chitta Suddhi we are reading now according to Vedanta. We have to purify our mind, and the mind then will go towards God. Simple thing, why our mind does not go to God? Because we pay much value to other things. Anything happens in my life, very petty thing, How many times these problems came in our life, how many times we solved it, but it is not solved, again it comes. Still, we cannot give up those ordinary mundane things, and we focus our mind and attention on to them, not to God. So, by selfless work, I am doing for God, by praying to God, by analyzing everything is unreal, why I am so much worried, what is the need of this foolishness. Again and again, analyzing, and praying, by God's grace, the real devotion will come. So, let us wait for that, pray for that sincerely, then it will come. Then devotion for Ramakrishna. Devotion for Ramakrishna is Saguna. We are reading Nirguna, Saguna, Nirguna. Both will come. Mind becoming pure, mind will run towards God. You cannot help it. Mind being impure, it will run for the worldly thing. You cannot stop it. So this is the simple formula. Here is another question. Is a student's capacity based on their karma and Guru's grace, or is it only Guru's grace? Student's capacity is student's capacity. We have come by our karma or our prarabdha, last life or life before. We have come with a package with us, and that is we are carrying. That is our capacity. In the same family even, 3 children are born. One will be very strong physically, another is very weak physically. So it is all because of the past life's karma, if you believe in the karma theory. So what to do? Guru's grace is to release us from the worldly bondage. And that grace is already there. We are only to unfurl ourselves. So let us do our karma, selfless karma. Let us do prayer. Let us do whatever we can do, japa. And if we do all these things by Guru's grace or say God's grace, they are same. God's grace is Guru's grace. Guru's grace means what? Guru has given us some instruction. His grace is given there. And now, how to implement that, I will have to work. If I get some instruction, how to prepare a nice meal, and sit, and don't procure the items, don't cook the process they are instructing, the meal will not come. Then what? What am I to do? Whose fault? One's fault. Guru gave you the recipe. Then you have to collect the recipe and work on that. So this is our responsibility then. Guru has given what he has to give. If we do work like that, we'll feel that actually Subha Karma. Our tendency will also change. Our karma attitude will change. So all is God's grace, Guru's grace, and our own effort. Is samadhi necessary for realizing Brahman? Yes. If we keep our ego, then it keeps us separate from him. So purity should be so much, absorption in God's thought, in noble thought, or that we are reading today, which is contextual, that to analyze, I am that, day and night, day and night, day and night, what will happen? Brahma Jnana will come. But when it will come, this I, as I am thinking that body, mind, just vanish. Ramakrishna used to say, could not say I. It. Egoless. Ego will die. Unless ego dies, no samadhi, no Brahma Jnana, no sthita prajna, no parabhakti attained by anyone. So all boils down to ego-lessness. Not lessness, ego, zero ego. Zero ego is the best, highest. That gives us samadhi. On the subject of subject and object, do you mean we trace the subject back until you reach witness? Subject and witness are never the same. Subject-object here, then I have used the term, the object and the witness consciousness. To analyze, subject-object means you step by step. What was the subject? Subject was an external, say, a flower vase is the subject. Who is seeing? I am seeing. I am seeing in my mind. So mind was the subject, this was the object. Now, mind becomes the object to the intellect. Intellect sees the function of the mind, how mind is running here and there. So it becomes the object, it becomes the subject. Then behind the intellect, ego is there. I was confused, we say. Oh, I could not, I gave you a wrong response yesterday. My buddhi, my intellect was not functioning. That means you observe your functioning of your mind. So that is the object and subject is the ego. And now ego becomes the object, atman becomes the subject. It is the same, you can say witness consciousness, yes. All this analysis leads us to the witness consciousness. And what is the real witness? That ultimate witness is that Brahman. Oh, it chale gelo kothai? Kothai chale geche? Oh. Does one get a guru at the right time by itself when one is ready, or does one have to search for a guru? Guru comes if you are really day and night crying and weeping to God, then Guru will come to your room. Ramakrishna was crying for Ma, 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 Ma. So all the gurus came to Dakshineshwar in his room. He did not go to search for Guru. But we are not in that level. We search for our job, we search for our good food, we search for our good housing, we search for some good insurance. So we should search for Guru also. That's why, because we are not in that state, it will depend on the condition of the student. If the student, of course you have to pray to God to get you a good Guru. But you are also to search for who is fit for you, or who matches with your understanding, who will be congenial to your thought level. And see, already Swami Vivekananda has given in the Bhakti Yoga, the condition of a teacher. Who is a teacher? He has quoted from the Upanishad. Satyo, Abrijino, Akamahata. Teacher should be knowing, he will be the knower of scriptures. He has read scriptures well, not as a Pandit, but he knows this real meaning of the Vedas, as we have read today. What is that? I am that. That one word leading to that knowledge. So that they have understood. So Satyo, Abrijino, he does not engage himself in any misconduct or anything, and perfectly pure soul. And he has no intention giving initiation to get money, to get name, to get good fame, people will be pampering you. No, not for any purpose, only for transferring the knowledge so that someone who is suffering can come out of the ignorance. I have not heard the fifth mahavakyas. Could you please respect it? It is not called fifth mahavakyas, but some places you will find a reference. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Sometimes they consider it is a mahavakyas. But that means, see, come to the point. 4 is enough. But if you want to take it and practice, Sarvam Khali Idam Brahman, whatever you are seeing, it is all Brahman. You can do that. And then if everything is Brahman, means I am also Brahman. I am not outside, I am not another entity. So ultimately, eko bhakkartha. Only one meaning is the end of all these mahavakyas. But I think it's called Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Meaning, Sarvam, everything, Khalu, surely, Sarvam Khalu Idam. This, what you see, this is Brahman. This means this is also this. This also is included in that Sarvam. If you say Sarva, or everything in this room, that means, are you not a part of everything? So, ultimate meaning is leading to the same goal. But anyhow, you need not to bother much, but 4 is enough. You can take 1 hour to take 1 only. Okay? So thank you all for joining. And then tomorrow will be gospel reading, as usual, at 7:30. Jai Ma. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.